Hey everyone, this is Rob here. I just want to showcase a post that I've seen on IncelTear, which is a subreddit pretty much mocking incels. So, hello to everyone here, and this is why I think that incels are stupid and secretly pedophiles. But that's beside the point. We're going to go point by point on this video showcasing this post, which is pretty lengthy, pretty much. So, this post is promoting the differences between adult females and, how can I say this? Not adolescent, but child females. Alright? Minors versus majors. Shit. Minors versus minority young girls versus adult females. Young girls, grown women, whatever. Pick and choose. I don't really care. My point still stands. Let's go ahead and go point by point. Point number one. This guy says on the adult side that adult women are often too tall, probably fat, have bad skin, disgusting fake tan, act slutty online in real life. No. If you are seeing women that act slutty, look slutty, or whatever, there's a whole thing called being very coy, and it's fine. It's perfectly a-okay to have a woman who is actually being coy with you. It's not a big issue. The other thing is, if a woman's acting slutty online, more likely you're probably confusing real women with those on OnlyFans. And in my opinion, I think OnlyFans is not real life. Sure, the sex might be real that you might see, the pleasure or whatever. It's, that's all for money, right? That's all, business. And in my opinion, if someone is acting that way online, let them. Because that's not your business, not who you are. If you don't like that shit, then just carry on and move over. It's simple. Now, the second point he writes is aggressive, loves to argue, will friend zone you if you are too nice. Do you know that the friend zone is not real, Mr. Incel? Do you know that the friend zone is not real? Alright. You want to stop being a nice guy, here's what you gotta do. You gotta start acting like you're interested. And if a chick says she's not interested or she has a boyfriend, move on. Bite your tongue and move the fuck on. There's no fucking reason for you to sit there and make a goddamn excuse about how you shouldn't be able to get a girlfriend. Oh, but she's not of age or whatever. I don't give a shit. An adult woman, if she's married, GTFO. It ain't worth your time. You can talk to her. Maybe she might have a friend that is that you might be interested in. And that's a great thing. But in my opinion, that's all on you. Honestly, that's, like I said, it's all on you. Number 3 was overly sexual. Can't speak today. Overly sexual bodies look like porn stars. Okay, first of all, why are you judging women on their appearance? If you are into that, if you're into women that look like porn stars, then sure. But if you're some greasy neckbeard weeaboo trash who thinks that, sexually, these women look too sexy for you, and you think that that's an issue, I'm sorry, friend, but it's not an issue. It's just not. The second one is always showing off too much skin, especially in summertime. And do men show off too much skin during summertime? I'm pretty sure when winter, sheds its weight, spring comes through, and it starts getting blistering hot in the month of fucking May, that a lot of people are going to start, using less clothing to keep cool. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of women out there, a lot of men who wouldn't mind going to the beach or going to the pool and, letting it loose, And if you're looking at that, then you're looking at people for the wrong reasons, and I'm sorry to say it. Fourth part was tries to sound useful and girly, but fails at it, resulting annoying as fuck. Okay, so I don't understand this one because people will always try to sound useful as possible. It's not really annoying. If you are going after a valley girl in California and you're attracted to, you know, that type of thing, it's not being annoying. That's how she was raised how to talk. You sound like someone who's jealous of preppy girls or something. This is where it gets really stupidly sexual for no fucking reason. And this is where I get kind of pissed. The second, or actually the fifth point that he made is huge horse-like vaginas that require giant dicks to be satisfied. 12 inches and thick as a soda can. Who? Again, who? Who do you know that has to take that? If you're going by, again, the OnlyFans girls that you find on Twitter or Reddit or any other social media place which allows pornographic material, I'm sorry, but no. Not to mention, not all women can handle 12 inches. Not all women can handle a guy who's thick as a soda can. Most guys, to be honest with you, if you're going by this through the whole thing about pornography, okay, here's a quick thing. Number one, the guys that you see in the movies, particularly Johnny Sins, Peter North, Ron Jeremy, of course they have large dicks, but in my opinion, when you look at the close-ups of, the penetration close-ups, you can tell that there's like a lot of room in between his hip and her hip, meaning that he's actually hitting her cervix, pretty much, or trying his best not to hit her cervix, because sex is supposed to be pleasurable. It's not supposed to feel like rape. Being dead serious, it's not supposed to hurt. And the guys are in the movies are not that thick. They're not. Most of them are at least, if you can wrap your not your ring finger, but your index and your thumb through the edge to edge, point to point, that's usually how thick they are. Just saying. Not everyone has to use two hands to pleasure themselves. It doesn't make any sense, especially for guys. 6th point, he says that wears tons of makeup, too high the ugly pimples and shitty skin ruined by acne. Most of the women that I've seen who have to wear makeup, they understand that there's dietary issues that have to be done in order to fix the pimples. Now, pimples are easy to manage, especially for guys and for girls. It's very simple. Number one, drink plenty of water. Hydrate daily. The second point is clean your face. Always clean your bed, particularly your pillowcases, because that's usually where most of it. You change those pillowcases out weekly. Simple. And also, don't try to eat too many processed foods that might have a lot of grease. It's okay if you're in ketosis or if you're in a ketogenic diet, but at the same time, when you're doing keto, you should be drinking a lot of water to begin with. You don't have to. If a person's wearing makeup, it's not really shitty skin or ugly pimples, mostly because there's a lot of things that they don't like. And there's a lot of women that look great without makeup. My wife is one of them. You guys may not believe it, but she is. She's one of the best things I've had for me is that she's a very beautiful woman with or without makeup. That's what I like about her. Let's see. Seventh point, I think it's seventh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I think it's seventh or eighth. I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. Next point is, typical romantic evening for an adult woman. Restaurant looks like shit despite being expensive as fuck. You have to pay shopping. You have to pay clubbing. You pay her drinks so she can flirt with anyone there. She only loves you for your money, car, and social status. I don't think this is an incel. Now that I think about it, this guy might be a nice guy. One of those nice guy TMs. You know, the nice guy logic. You know, oh, you gotta, you know, the food the restaurant is expensive, and you know, shopping and clubbing and. All right, if you know that you have as much say in the matter where you guys go out for dinner dates, you have as much reasons to understand. If we're gonna go if we're gonna go shopping at the mall, you can dictate how much money you're willing to spend. If you're clubbing and you're paying for her drinks so she can flirt with everyone there, either A, if she's like overly flirtatious and you have a problem with it, talk about it. If you know that she likes to drink a lot and you know that's an issue, talk about it. It's not a big problem. If you're in a partnership, you're in a partnership. It's a relationship for a reason. If she loves you for your money, dump her. She loves you for your car, dump her. If it's for social status, dump her. Person should love you for you. She shouldn't love you for anyone else, for any other reason but for you. And if that's the only thing if it's only money, car, social status, those in my opinion, that is dumb. Because your social status don't mean shit. Your car, if you may not have, you know, a decent car. Let's say you're not one of those guys worrying about Fast and Furious type muscle cars or sports vehicles. It doesn't really matter. And your money, that's your money. And don't let anyone dictate your bank account. But just realize this. If she loves you for your money, you need to dump her immediately. Because that's a person that I would say is a red flag. I don't like gold diggers, but at the same time, I do not believe that my money should play a role into my thing. And also, there's a song by J-Lo that says, "My love don't cost a thing." You should probably live it. Give it a good listen to it. If you can find a girl that is like that song, "My love don't cost a thing," then I don't know. Because you shouldn't have to worry about your car, your status, or your money. She should be worried about who you are. Because in reality, she likes you for who you are personally. It's all about personality. It's not about looks. It's not about status. It's not about vehicles or money. Next point. It says fingernails are too long, like goddamn claws. What the fuck are they thinking? What the fuck are they? Fucking demon bitches? If that's a turnoff for you, why are you going after women with long fingernails like that? In fact, most of the women that I've seen that I've interacted with at work, on and off the clock, most of them don't have long fingernails. A lot of them have very short fingernails. Probably for the reasons that the ones that I work with work in an industrial park, just like I do. And yes, there are some that are very, very beautiful. And the only reason why they don't wear, thick nails or big nails for that reason is because they gotta clock in with their finger. They gotta feel the thing, and you can't necessarily get a good feel of things when it comes to acrylic fingernails. I'm sorry, you just can't. Um, if you do, then you must have really sensitive nerves. Just saying. Well, the last and final point, he says, her ideal of conversation is this: oh, look at my iPod, it's so old and ugly. You should buy me a new one. Oh, look at that guy, he's so hot. Look at his physique. You have to drive me to the nail salon. I need $100 for it. Okay, loves you. Okay, first of all, again, if you're putting yourself out there like that and you're going after girls that are way out of your fucking league, then yeah, you deserve every little bit of that conversation. I was always raised to go for someone who I enjoy the company of, not because of how they look. If I can't go with someone who I enjoy the company of, why the fuck am I dating this person? Why am I in a relationship with this person? Why am I married to this person? That doesn't make any sense. And again, what you're basically going after is some chick who has the personality of Real Housewives. And I'm talking about the ones on TV. I'm not talking about the ones that you see, in real life. I'm talking about the fucking TV bitches that you see on VH1. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Real Housewives of Las Vegas. Real Housewives of San Diego. Who the fuck cares? If you're so mad about women who look and act like this and they ask for $100 just to go to the nail salon, first of all, in my opinion, $100 is not worth spending for nails. If I'm gonna get my wife to go to the nail salon and she wants to go get her nails done, she can go ahead and do that. But fortunately for me, my wife is Asian and she knows how to do her own nails. And she's done my nails, and she's done nails for her cousin, and she's done, a lot of other things. And by the way, it's not nails like, oh, you're let your wife paint your nails for you? I'm like, no, I didn't. We never painted my nails because that's way too feminine, and my wife is also all like Christian to a point where she doesn't like effeminate men, and I'm not effeminate at all. I do have an anger issue, so most of my anger comes from people trying to emasculate me for no fucking reason. So let's go on the right side, which is the little girl side. Now, I don't understand why anyone would be attracted to young children. Honestly, I think that's disgusting. And why the fuck would you do this? We're gonna go read through this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just give you my fucking whole entire spiel on why this is fucking stupid. Petite, small body, perfect for hugging, perfect silky smooth skin, acts innocently and adorably. Docile and playful, will do anything for you if you're nice. Innocent, virginal, angelic looks. Likes feminine little dresses and cute things. Voices sound delightful and feminine. Angelic, heavenly, beautiful faces, perfectly so. This guy is really fucking creepy with the fucking perfect silky smooth skin, gracious figure. Just looking at her is a bigger pleasure than any dirty sex with an adult slut. Okay, this is making me vomit. Making me mentally vomit. Typical romantic evening for a little girl, cuddling on the bed, playfully. Why the fuck do you know how to fucking type? She watches you playing video games while hugging you. She plays video games while you're in your lap. She'll make you feel love in its purest form. Pretty little fingers and nails, likes to listen to your stories. She'll ask you to explain things to her. Will always be amazed by everything you say. She probably loves to talk about Pokemon games and other video games. Tell you cute stories and amaze you with her ingenuity every time you talk to her. And you'll always be her cool and awesome big bro. Why do girls become so fucking horrible when they grow up? Okay, let me explain something. One, a young girl is not an ideal mate. It's not. I don't care how you try to pose the question. I don't care if the girl is 3 years old, 4 years old. If she ain't 18 and you're above the age of 18, you need to get the fuck out of that situation. First of all, little girls are not worth it. They're not. One, they're still kids. They're still kids. Leave the kids alone. I do not fucking like people who fucking eroticize children. All right? Because it shows that this person has never left high school mentally. He's still stuck mentally in high school. He doesn't really give a shit. Oh, but he's in college. This guy is in college when he made this. I don't give a fuck. Mentally, he's still in high school. He thinks that everything, all the fucking preppy girls are the same. All the fucking jock guys that are on the football team are the fucking same. Every fucking dude that's out there who looks like a chiseled dude is the best thing in the world since sliced bread. Let me give you a newsflash, motherfucker. First of all, that's a young girl. I have two people that are young, very young, who I know personally. I have my young cousin. I'm not giving her name. I have a goddaughter. I'm definitely not giving her name. My cousin is 7. My goddaughter is 4. All right? If anyone lays a finger on either one of them, you can bet your sweet ass that if you are in the United States, I'm going to come after you. And I'm not going to be happy. In fact, I might treat you like that Picasso kid who sat there and molested a 12-year-old child, and got caught by by the kid's dad and got the shit beat out of him. I'm not gonna fucking post space up there. You probably already know who I'm talking about. But in case you forgot, it happened in Florida. I don't care if you're going after my young cousin. I don't care if you're going after my goddaughter. I don't care if it's not my goddaughter or my cousin. I feel it's fucking disgusting. First of all, I don't like people who go after children. I don't. I fucking hate this shit. And before anyone says, well, I'm attracted to teenage girls. They're not little girls. Okay, let me tell you this. If a girl is, in my opinion, a girl who's in her teens is not worth it. I'm sorry. I mean, sure, there's a lot of people that will be out there and be like, oh, but Miley Bobby Brown is an amazing looking girl. I don't know. I don't look at people in that light. Oh, she was great in that show, Stranger Things. I don't care. Oh, everyone likes her. I don't care. Oh, Billie Eilish. I don't fucking care. When you start noticing women that people that just recently turned adult, like they just turned 18, and you're in your 30s, you need to get a fucking life. All right. One, if you're attracted to young girls like that, 2 things you can do. Number 1, you can go seek help. Go to a licensed therapist and get your situation straight. Because, like I said before, if I were to catch you doing this type of shit and talking about how a child is more perfect than a fucking adult, let me tell you something. If I catch you in that type of manner, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if this gets me flagged on YouTube. Oh, you're promoting violent content. No. If you were to go to prison, you would get your ass beat. Probably get killed. That's why prisoners are sent in different pods, because, the ones that are known for sexual crimes usually get stuck in solitary for a different reason. And then that overcrowds the prison, because a lot of the people who get caught up in this fucking bullshit are the same ones who get caught up or who are in the protective custody, the PC people. Why? Because they need to be protected from all the fucking prisoners like that. And honestly, if you were to go to some of these prisons, like the Texas Board of Corrections, or Texas Department of Corrections, California Department of Corrections, fucking Virginia Department of Correction. Well, we can go as far as New York, New Jersey, fucking Florida, Detroit, especially in Michigan. One Washington State, any place with a very large population of people who are probably great people, the more you need to see this is the fact that if you're in those states, they're going to beat the crap out of you. And in certain countries, if you start talking to a young child in a sexual manner, let me tell you this, man. Let me tell you this. And I hate to say this because in my country resident, or my mom's country where she came from, because I'm half Filipino, let this be a reality check for all you dumb motherfuckers out there who sit there and allow this fucking bullshit to be posted. Here's the reality. You go to the Philippines and you rape a child. When they detain you, they don't have to give you back to the United States. In fact, when they detain you, if you're found guilty, there's a possibility you can be seeking death. You go to Nigeria. Anyone caught messing around with a young child is seeking death. You're playing with fire. I suggest you stop. But if you're like, oh, but I live in France, we have the age of consent is 14. I'm pretty sure that's frowned upon for anyone who's in their 30s to be going after someone twice as young as they are, half their age. I don't care. You do that in Japan, oh, the age of consent is 12, or Philippines, the age of consent is 12. No. That's what it says in the Constitution for their country. But that's not the... Like, if you're coming in from America and you get caught up trying to, define this, like, oh, in Indonesia, the age of consent is 16. Well, let me tell you this. Indonesia, you're not living in Indonesia. If you're coming in from America and you got an American passport, I'm not going to go and grab mine because that's going to take too long. You got, like, an American passport. You represent the United States. Whatever rules that you break, whatever laws that you break in another country, and it's under a visa that you acquired, you're making your host nation, your home nation, look bad in front of the people that you're visiting. It is so easy to see a lot of these weeaboo pedophile trash kids. These fucking anime nerds who sit there and be like, oh, my lolicon. I don't give a fuck about your lolicon. I don't care about that. I think that's fucking disgusting. If you're into pedophilia, you're gonna die. And there's gonna be ways where people are gonna do things. And if it's in prison, a lot of times they take advantage of people. So let me tell you how it happens in prison. First, you're gonna go to prison. You're gonna ask you PC or GP. You go GP. It's only gonna take them about a couple days, maybe a week, sometimes a month. They find out what you're in there for, and depending on what gang or what type of affiliation that they're in, whether it be a racial affiliation or whatever. Let's say it's someone who's in the LA Crip car. They find out that you're doing that shit, they want nothing to do with you. In fact, they might pay another gang to do the shit for them, so they have no fucking repercussion, even though they can do it on their own. You do that in front of someone, let's say if you're a white guy, and you're one of these little pedophile fuckheads. If one of these skinheads find out that you're one of these little stupid ass pedophiles, they're gonna kill you on sight. They don't give a fuck. They will make a plan and they will kill you on sight. It doesn't matter. Because eventually one day they're gonna probably extort you first. And then once the money goes dry, guess what? If you haven't said, I'm in fear of my life, guess what? You're dead. You're done. And by the way, when you're PC'd, you don't get commissary. You don't. You don't get that right. Because that's only reserved for general population, aka the good population. And before anyone says, well, why do pedophiles get such a bad rep? Simple. Pedophiles are the monsters in the closet that everyone's afraid of. Parents are afraid of them. Children are afraid of them. You want to talk about a boogeyman? That's the boogeyman. The people who do these child offenses, the people who do these child molestation offenses, pedophiles, they're the boogeymen. And it's people like that who end up making, Netflix documentaries about them. People like Ted Bundy. You don't think that's reality? It is reality. I don't like pedophiles. No one likes pedophiles. So if you are a pedophile, you should stop. Go out somewhere. Do something for your life. There's no reason for you to sit there and act like, oh, that this is something that you should be afraid of or you should be about. You aren't about that life. You're not. And I guarantee you're not about that life. And if you're one of those guys that says, well, I need this in my life. I need I need a young girl. You don't need a young girl. You just need to fucking get off the internet, go outside, and start interacting with grass, okay? Start interacting and touch some grass. The world's not as scary as you think. It's only scary when you have something to be scared about. And even then, most of your fears are irrational. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stop this video. I want you guys to have a great day. Peace.